Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm doing a little bit of a squishy deco. It's just the yummiibear where I'm decorating the top of it. I love how it's turned out, and yeah, I think you might like it if you've liked my recent Kickstarter. So today is probably going to be the last video where I mention that in an intro to a video, because there's only 24 hours left to pre-order your pin. I would love it if you came over and joined me. They're not going to be available to buy now for the next couple months, so literally the next 24 hours is going to be a window. If you pre-order with me today, you are going to get some freebies in there. You're going to get some vinyl stickers, you're going to get some rubber pin backs and stuff like that. If you pre-order 3 pins with me, you will also get a free handmade charm in with your order as well, which I think is just amazing. Like, hello, I'm putting so much effort into my Kickstarter packages. But yeah, the only way you're going to get those freebies is if you pre-order through my Kickstarter in the next 24 hours. Once, you know, they sell and then I ship them out to my Kickstarter people first, then in a couple months time, probably October time, they're going to be available on my shop. They are going to be a slightly higher price than they are on my Kickstarter, and you're not going to get the freebies either. So I mean, if you're going to be buying one, I would recommend doing it in the next 24 hours. Just pledging on my Kickstarter and pre-ordering that way. So anyway, like I said, today's video is going to be my yummiibear makeover. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm just going to get straight on into it. So this is the yummiibear that I'm going to be giving it a deco to today. It's by Flory Design. I don't quite remember, but I remember really loving this one. I still do love the design of this one. It's just like a pink and purple kind of swirl with like these little butterflies on, but I actually thought were bees, but they are butterflies. I really love this design. I think it's so nice, and it smells like Turkish delight or roses, whatever you want to call it, but I really liked it, and that's why it's the last yummiibear that I've ever given a deco to, because all the rest in my collection I've actually decoed. But yeah, this is the last one today, and I thought that it would be perfect base to work on my little prawn design. As you can see, I've painted the whole entirety of the cream on the top in this light blue shade of my own puffy paint fabric, kind of squishy paint mixture, just a flexible based paint which I make up as I kind of paint them, because puffy paint gotta be expensive, so I kind of make my own. It dried a little bit darker than I hoped, so on the second layer I ended up mixing a little bit of white puffy paint in there to lighten it up, and then once that dried down, it still dried down a little bit darker, but not as dark as you can see the first layer there. So I had 2 layers of the blue, and that completely covered the whole entirety of that design, including the black bits on the butterflies, which can sometimes be a little bit hard to cover, but yeah, it covered it really well. So I painted all of the base in the blue, and once all of that was dried, I then moved on to a pale yellow and a tiny little paintbrush. As you can tell, I'm doing my little shrimp design, and obviously that is a tempura kind of shrimp, tempura prawn, and it has this like I don't know how to explain it, but like scalloped edge all around. So in order to do that, I'm just using the tip of my paintbrush to draw and paint on that little scalloped edge, the little kind of tempura battered texture kind of thing on it. For the rest of the prawns, however, I figured it would just be easier if I mapped out the kind of shape that I wanted. As you can see here, just painted them on briefly, and then go back in and do all of that like scalloped edge, like bubble design afterwards, and that worked out really well because I was able to like paint the little shapes on. So yeah, just paint those and then go in with like little dots and little bubbles and all around the edges to make the tempura shapes. So I also did the tempura design on the back as well, so I did 3 on the front and then 2 on the back. I then mixed up this orangey reddy shade and painted on all of the tails once all of their bodies were then dry. So I was going to leave it like this, but then I decided to go one step further. I'm not sure why I did this, but I took a tiny weeny paintbrush, which is actually a nail art brush, and I ended up painting around each of the scalloped edge around the tempura, just in a darker brown shade, kind of like my artwork, the way that I like to draw it. This, to be honest, took me about an hour to do. for all 5 shrimp. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it if you're going to do that, but I wanted to kind of finish them off just right, so I ended up doing this. And yeah, like I said, it took about an hour I didn't really need to smell on it, but I did. I then went in with a black puffy paint just straight out of the tube and painted on their faces. So I did the open mouth on all of them because I wanted them to be shiny little happy prawns. So I painted those on, and then I painted the extra details in afterwards once that black had dried. So I painted the blush on either side of the eyes, and I used the same pink to paint inside of the mouth to create a little tongue. And then I ended up adding white to the highlights of the eyes, and that was pretty much it for the prawns. I think they turned out absolutely adorable. And basically I just left it there to keep it a nice balance of decorated, and it's still quite simple, you know, a nice balance of the two. So this is how the yummiibear has turned out. I'm in love with it. It was a really simple deco, I know. Haven't done anything to the body, just did the kind of cream part of it. I just love it. I thought I would just come and give you a little close-up quickly just whilst I was rambling on, just so you can see this, because I figured when I was showing it in person you couldn't really tell. So here are the 3 shrimp on the front. They are looking so cute. I've done like them all facing different ways, and then on the back I just have like 2 chubby shrimp. Aren't they adorable? Like, look at their little faces. Oh my goodness. Now I did love the original design, but I think this just makes it more me, and that's the best part about customs. I probably could have added some extra detail, like some dots or something, but I think just leaving it plain is probably the best way to go. I just love the outline. I was just going to leave it without the outline, but I really love it now that I've done it. And yeah, look at that, so cute. Squishiness wise, still squishes exactly the same. I'm not expecting it to peel just yet. It might do in the future because I didn't sand it down, but to be honest, this is going to be more of a display piece. So yeah, it should be okay, but with loads and loads of squishing it may just peel a little bit. I have used my own kind of DIY puffy paint, squishy paint on there, which is something that I just make up kind of as I go along, but I'm more than happy to share a recipe of that in the future. A lot of people ask me on it, but when I hit a certain milestone of subscribers, I'm going to share it. Just going to go wild and give you all of my squishy secrets. But I love this so much. It's so cute. It squishes so nicely. I love this squishy anyway. It smells like Turkish delight or like roses. It's so nice. And yeah, I just think that's so cute. I think it's gonna look so adorable up on my storage shelves. And yeah, really happy with this design. Happy I gave it a deco. Let me know if you liked the before or after better. I really don't mind, because obviously then you can buy the before one, or then yeah, here's my after. But yeah, let me know which one you like down in the comments, and I'm just going to get back to my face. Obviously I've done my own design on there with my shrimp just to mark the Kickstarter ending tomorrow. I really love it. I did really like the original design, but I've just had this for ages, and I was like, you know what, it needs a bit of a change. It needs a bit of personalisation, a little custom flair. So I just put my shrimp on it, 3 on the front and 2 on the back. The ones on the back are slightly bigger, but really like how it's turned out. Love the blue with the pink on there. I actually left it just the original pink colour because I think they look so cute. I'm going to be storing this on my shelf, which is actually where you are sat right now. You would have seen a picture on that on my Instagram. If you've been on my Instagram recently, I showed a picture of like that shelf behind my sewing machine. That's where my camera's at right now. But yeah, this is where that one's going to live now. I just love it. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Like I said, there's only 24 hours left on my Kickstarter in order for you to pre-order your pin. So if you're looking to do so, if you're looking to buy one in the future, right now is probably the best time that you're going to get to buy 1 or 2 or 3 pins, or just a charm. I don't know, whatever you want to do. If you want to support me and my channel and support the little project that I am doing with my little shrimp designs, then be sure to join me. I will leave all of the links and stuff down below as always. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.